The crypto market has just been hit by a tidal wave, with Bitcoin plunging below the $100,000 mark to its lowest level since early May. But this wasn't a random event. The reason for this crash is tied directly to global geopolitics and one of the world's most critical resources, oil. So what's the real connection? Let's break down my full analysis. It all starts with the escalating conflict in the Middle East. Recent tensions have led to a monumental threat, the potential closure of the Strait of Hormuz. This narrow waterway is more than just a passage. It's the artery for 20% to 30% of the entire world's oil supply. A closure, for the first time since 1972, would immediately disrupt the flow of over 20 million barrels of oil per day. According to JP Morgan estimates, this single act could send crude oil prices skyrocketing to $130 per barrel. When oil prices surge, it triggers fears of massive inflation. The last time US inflation hit the projected 5% mark was in March 2023, and it was met with aggressive interest rate hikes by the Fed. The mere prospect of this happening again spooks the market. In times of uncertainty and rising inflation, investors flee from what they consider risky assets. And right now, Bitcoin is at the top of that list. However, the story isn't that simple. History shows us that Bitcoin's relationship with oil and geopolitical crises is complex. During the Russia-Ukraine conflict in 2022, Bitcoin actually rose 24% in the 4 weeks that followed. The major crashes that year were driven by crypto-native events, like the collapse of Terra Luna, not by external geopolitics. This suggests Bitcoin's greatest risks often come from within its own ecosystem. In fact, just as quickly as it fell, the market saw a sharp rebound after recent news suggested the military conflict was de-escalating, causing oil to pull back from its highs. So while the threat of an oil crisis sent the market into a panic, it also highlights how sensitive crypto is to global news flow. It's a stark reminder that in this interconnected world, the price of your digital assets can be swayed by a single tanker in a narrow strait halfway across the globe.